Most people try to earn more by doing more, but the real shift happens in your mind. If you feel like you've hit a financial ceiling or like money just disappears as fast as it comes in, you don't need more hustle. Literally, you do not need to hustle more. You need a new subconscious blueprint. So today I'm going to show you how to rewire your brain for wealth. And we'll do it using one of the most powerful tools that I know, which is EFT tapping. I'm Demi. I'm a certified EFT tapping practitioner and a subconscious reprogramming coach, and this is Tapped In. Let's talk brain science real quick. So your brain is made up of neural pathways, kind of like roads. And whatever beliefs you've repeated the most, that's the highway that your thoughts automatically take. Think about that. Think about a road or like a place where you know the roads backwards. And the route that you take is kind of the automatic route that you always take. That's the same as your thoughts. It's the path of least resistance for your thoughts because you are currently unconscious and in autopilot. And I don't mean that to trigger you. We're going to figure out how to undo that. So if your dominant belief has been, I never have enough, that becomes your subconscious GPS. So your brain doesn't respond to desire like we are told that it does. It responds to repetition and emotional safety. And this is why affirmations alone often don't work, because they're trying to override a belief that your body actually doesn't feel safe enough to adopt. So here's where it gets real. Most people are trying to manifest abundance while still feeling energetically anchored or shackled to lack. So you might say, I want $10,000 months, but your nervous system is saying, I can't handle that much pressure. Because to you, the logical way of getting to $10,000 months is by taking on more work, or by being more seen, or by having more clients, or by whatever reason, whatever you're doing in your life to make money. Your subconscious is going, we're going to amp that up. That's more pressure. That's more time loss. That's more freedom loss, more sacrifice. And you might say something like, I want to be seen online for a different belief, but your subconscious says visibility equals rejection. Because when I was 7, I showed everyone my cool new magician trick and they all laughed at me. So I learned not to show people my passions and my hobbies because they laughed at me. It's quite simple where our subconscious beliefs come from, but because they're so deeply rooted, sometimes it's really hard to pull them up. If you're in Australia, there's this plant called the agapantha plant, and you literally need to dig like 6 feet down to get it, and 6 feet wide to get its root system out. Like you literally need like an excavator to dig it out because they are so deeply rooted and ingrained into the earth that it's almost impossible to get rid of them. So if you're in Australia and you know that analogy, I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you're not in Australia, just think of a really deeply rooted weed that gets stuck in your garden that no matter how hard you try, you just can't get it out. That is how these fear-based beliefs work. And this internal tug of war drains your energy and it blocks your results. So that's the real work, not becoming someone else, but rewiring who you believe you're allowed to be. Because at the core of everything, you're never truly changing. You're never going to morph into something different. It's going to be a belief system that changes within you that will have external changes. So many people, I think, are afraid of doing this work because they think it's going to change them dramatically and they're going to lose everything. Not necessarily the case. Yes, it will allow things to fall away so that better things can come in, but is that not worth it? Is that not a loss that is worth it if you are getting closer to what it is that you dream of and the life that you desire? So some common signs of if you're being stuck in scarcity loops are that you self-sabotage right after a big win. You undercharge if you're a business owner, or you over-deliver constantly. You feel guilt or anxiety when money comes into you, especially if it's unexpected wealth. You avoid looking at your bank account. I mean, I'm guilty of that as well. And you can't imagine holding more than just enough. And they're not flaws, okay? These may have all triggered you and you go, yes, tick, 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 tick. They're not flaws, okay? You're not broken. They're protective patterns built on outdated beliefs. And what we're going to do is we're going to use EFT tapping to override them and reprogram these beliefs into ones that serve you. So EFT tapping, if you haven't heard of it or done it before, welcome. I'm so excited for you. It works by sending calming signals to the brain while you speak out loud the beliefs that you're ready to release. A lot of people ask me why we talk about the negatives. You have to. If you want this deep work, if you want to get that agapantha out of your garden, you have to talk about the negatives. You have to get into the belief that is creating this pattern, because then you go and you anchor in the new belief system that you want. Once you've figured out where the fear and the trigger is coming from, then you can release it and override it with a new belief system. So by tapping on key meridian points, you're not just thinking your way to abundance, you're literally retraining your body to feel safe with success, with wealth overflow, with receiving more, with love, self-love, everything. So this technique rewires old money patterns, it clears fears at the nervous system level, and it helps your subconscious finally believe, I'm allowed to have more. Okay, so now it's time to rewire those pathways. I'm so itchy. Maybe it's the energy. We're going to rewire the pathways now with EFT tapping. So all you have to do is follow after me. Just copy where I tap and repeat what I say. Even though I've repeated patterns of scarcity, I now choose to build a new belief system. I release what I inherited. You can do both, you can do one. I'm allowed to create something new. Again, you can use both. My worth is not tied to my past. It's safe to receive with ease. I'm building wealth at the speed of safety. My brain is learning wealth overflow. I create new neural pathways that attract abundance. And I allow these neural pathways to form. Even though I've been scared to have more, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. My nervous system is catching up to my dreams. I am safe in the frequency of overflow. My body knows how to hold success. My life expands in positive ways I've never imagined. I am worthy of extraordinary miracles. I expect abundance. I rewire my brain for wealth. And so it is. Take a deep breath in and out. With that sequence, you can do both hands or you can just do one hand. It's completely up to you and your preference. But I would suggest doing this daily. This isn't a one-time thing. This is a daily reconditioning. So repeat this tapping sequence each morning. Watch this video each morning. Let it be your anchor before you write back to emails or read your emails, before you do launches or you make big decisions or you take on, big clients or any clients. Each time you choose new thoughts and emotions while tapping, you're literally creating new neural pathways and grooves in the brain. You're showing your body that it's safe to live in overflow and it's safe to allow more to come in. The transformation doesn't come from force, it comes from safety. So remember that every time you feel like you have to take forceful action, or you feel disappointed with yourself and you start berating yourself, step back into safety, step back into the calm, and use the tapping to dismantle the trigger that you're experiencing. Download my free tapped in workbook below in the description. And if you're ready to go deeper, if you're ready to become the woman who, or the man who naturally holds $10,000 days and beyond in their business, in their regular life, MONEYFEST, the MONEYFEST program is waiting for you. But before I go, like this video, subscribe to keep up to date with all of the tapped in episodes, and comment rewired below if this shifted something in you. Until next time, stay tapped in.